I don't know about your Walmart, but our Walmart seems to be getting rid of fabric on bolts. I guess they're only going to sell pre-cuts. Anyhow, there's a big, messy bin of bolts of fabric marked down to a very reasonable, cheap price per yard. So you can't just grab it and go. You have to round up a clerk to get to cut it or to measure it or whatever and put the official price tag on it. I've never really been a big fan of Walmart fabric, honestly. The cottons at Walmart are thin and they fray like mad. But for a long time, it was the only game in town, at least our town. You had to drive half an hour in one direction or another to get to a Joann, which you did. But now Joann's are gone. I don't even know where there's a real fabric store anymore, anywhere near me. I had my problems with Joann as well, but now in my little town, we're left with Walmart and Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby opened like 2 years ago, right as Joann was departing. We have a half an hour drive to a Michael's, but so far, in my case, they don't have very much fabric at all. An hour drive, you can get to a Ben Franklin store, which is an old-timey department store that has lots and lots of crafts and hobbies and a room full of fabric, but it's 99% quilting cotton. Anyways, it's sad around here. I had picked up a clearance fabric with a marvelous print of African tribal scenes. It's really fabulous, I think, although it's just a light cotton. I mostly make bags, so I like to go for heavier weight stuff, but this was so cool and so different, I couldn't pass it up. I've got a piece laying here somewhere. Let me just grab it. You'd think I could have put this stuff in order. Okay. I'm going to hold this up. Is that not cool? That's just a piece. Where was I? It's just a light cotton, but this was so cool and so different, I couldn't pass it up. And cheap, because it was on clearance. But when push came to shove, I didn't have anything that would work for lining. Of course, it's the story of my life. When will I ever learn not to walk out of a store without matching lining fabric? My dog's over here, like acting like he's going to throw up or something. Better not. I always think I will have lining at home because I have tons of fabric, but it just doesn't ever seem to go with each other. Somehow I have this magic mountain of fabric that don't match each other. I tried to wait for a sale at Hobby Lobby, but I finally gave up because I really wanted to get started with the tribal print. So I cut off a little sample, and off I went to Hobby Lobby to look for lining where there was no sale going on, and the print I found that would look cool with it was so expensive. It really irks me to spend more on the lining, and this would have been like 3-4 times as much more on the lining as the outer fabric, but well, whatever. I decided to go to Walmart. I had seen the clearance bin, but I had purposely stayed away from it. I glanced at it and I dragged myself away. I had a rule, don't ask me how that's going, not to buy any new fabric except for lining fabric. There were lots of cotton canvases in the bin, and that doesn't exactly scream lining to me. But desperate times call for desperate measures. So off I went with my sample, because I have nowhere else I can go. And yes, I found a canvas that looks nice with it. Have that here too. Tribal print, canvas. Um, I also found, yeah, a bolt. Where is that bolt? I found a bolt of leopard print, like 7 yards of it. Got it right here. Handy, at reach, at my fingertips. Look at that. Woohoo. It's like, okay, what do I do with this? We'll just put it over here out of the way. There were like 7 yards of it. Is that lining fabric? Oh no. Broke the rule again. But I was really glad to find it. On the sewing bee, I think the first or second week, one of the sewers chose an animal print fabric for a blouse. And when I saw it, I realized there are all sorts of people who love animal prints. I've watched videos where people are sewing and like everything they make, they're making out of some sort of animal print. And I thought to myself, why am I not making anything out of animal print? Out of my leopard print canvas, I've already cut some tote bags and makeup size bags. Do I have anything to show you? Oh, I just have, this is like a zipper pouch. It's already got the interfacing on it. Maybe I thought that would be easier than getting the whole bolt out. Yeah. I haven't rounded up lining, but I think the lining is going to be really easy for that because it's so neutral. We'll find out. I imagine the sale at Walmart had been going on for a good while. I stay away from Walmart. I hate going in there. It's so big. Everything's so spread out. And the parking lot, you're so far away. I'm so lazy. I will go to a store where I can park close, go in, get my thing, and come back out. Okay. Anyways, the sale had been going on for quite a while because the printed quilting type cottons were gone. Yes, I've got lipstick on. Woohoo! And there were lots of canvases and sparkly sequin type fabrics. Ones that look like they have little bits of glitter glued to them, because that glitter, I have some of that glitter here. It was all over everything. Yeah, I don't remember much else. Maybe netting, not sure. Did I mention that I bought whole bolts? I showed you I bought whole bolts. I mean, it seems stupid not to. The first day I bought three bolts. But when I got home, I realized I forgot to buy the bolt of denim I'd seen, like 4 yards left on that one. So I went back on the second day. As I was entering the store, I gave myself a lecture, and I was allowed to buy one other fabric besides the denim, but no more than that. And the other fabric had to be a lining fabric. So I picked out this blue pattern I thought was really pretty. And as I'm driving home, I looked at it and thought, that really wouldn't be very good lining fabric. It's too busy to match anything that wasn't solid. So, yeah, I was crushed for about a minute. Then I figured it goes really well with the denim. Okay, this is a panel for a tote bag. I've got the whole bolt over there, but we don't have to do that, do we? And this is the blue pattern fabric. This is a pocket, which is going to go on that. That's going to look cool. I'm going to have the pockets and the lining made of that. So I did use it for lining. I stuck to my rules. I didn't go off book. Anyways. Yeah. The canvas. This is the canvas. It's really lightweight though. I never have bought Walmart canvas before. Just because it wasn't my favorite place to go to buy fabric. But compared to other canvases I have, I mean the indoor canvas because the outdoor canvas is super heavy. But indoor canvas, even this is lighter than anything I've had. So all the more reason to use it for lining, hey? I had to start labeling things I was cutting out because I'm not used to cutting out multiple things at once. I'm used to cutting out like 4 tote bags or whatever number and whatever thing, and then sewing those and getting them done, and then cutting out the next project and sewing those. I thought that this would be more efficient. But not if I've got a pile of pieces all ready to go, but I can't remember what they are. Yeah. I don't know how those people do it that have whole stacks of this and whole stacks of that. Since my cutting table is also my dining room table, not that I use it as a dining room table, but when I have people over, and we have an upcoming birthday dinner here, so I will have to dig out the table and clean up the room. My sewing area is one corner of a room that's full of bookshelves. The whole room used to be my sewing room, but the bookstore grew and took over more than 3/4 of the room. There's no room for a cutting table up there. So I carry fabric downstairs to cut it. And fabric piles up and fabric scraps pile up and everything. It's a mess. Every time someone comes over, I have to unearth the table, carry all the stuff back upstairs, and if I've got time, I put it neatly away. If not, I throw it on the ironing board. And then when you need to use the ironing board, you've got this big stack. Yeah. I really need to figure out a better way to store the overflow. I have a shelf section, big shelf section, that's chock full of fabric. And then I have all this other that's in boxes. And I bought more. Anyways, between the tribal print cotton, that, my African wax prints that I already had, and my animal prints, I've decided I can do a collection that goes together. Now, I have no following and only a few, idle customers, not the kind that eagerly look to see what you're doing next, just, people who have happened to buy things every now and then. I do have some people who come back and they tell me how much they like things they bought, but whatever. So putting out a collection is probably way premature, but I'm excited about it and I'm going after it. What will happen to my finished pieces, I have no idea. I don't even know how to promote a collection really, but hey, everyone else does collections, so now I can too. Meaning I will have a collection of different things that fit a theme. I didn't show you the rest of the fabric that I bought. Oh well, doesn't really matter. But I did realize just sitting here, this is a hunk of flannel, which I got at a huge bargain. Look how well that goes with the... I might have found my lining, eh? Huh? Yeah, so I have a stack of bolts of fabric over there. Collection. I don't know how to promote a collection, we said that, but hey, everyone else does it, so I can too, meaning I will have a collection of different things that fit a theme. Not that I will have anyone who will buy pieces from it. I guess it will just be my secret collection. And I'll just sell the pieces here and there like everything else I do. Probably no one where I sell will even notice that there's a theme that ties them all together. But everyone else does it. It is the done thing. So I'm cheerfully trying to think of a name for my collection, that no one will see, because that's what everyone else does. I could name it Africa, except that one of my prints, which I do not have here, is jaguar. And I know where jaguars come from because I've seen some in the wild. Driving down the long road to Calakmul in Campeche, I don't even think they allow people to drive on that road anymore. Last I heard, you have to get on some sort of tourist bus. Anyhow, you would drive back this long road. It takes like an hour, and you wouldn't pass any cars at all. There just weren't that many tourists. And there would be all sorts of animals that you'd come across. And yes, I have seen jaguars. I used to live in Mexico. I'm sure I've said that about 1,000,000 times. And my ex-husband still is, I suppose, an archaeologist. So I've been to tons and tons of Mayan sites. Some of them way off the beaten path. So I know where jaguars live, and I don't suppose anybody but me would notice it if I named my collection, that no one's going to pay any attention to anyways, Africa, and had a jaguar included. But I would. So I can't do that. Africa and beyond? Africa and Mexico? Nah. Jungle? How about adventure? But I don't know if an African wax print would say adventure to me. How about just exotic? They would all fit that, I think, but I don't know. I'm not sure if dumpy little plain Jane me could really carry off exotic. Well, anyways. I suppose if I were really doing a collection seriously, I mean, I really am going to do a collection, but no one's going to see it. So I am seriously. But I'd be holding everything back till the release day and presenting it all at once, like a big surprise. If I am going to go the collections route in the future, perhaps I should go through the motions, even though I'm not set up for it at this point. And I don't know if I'll ever be. I don't seem dedicated enough. I should have a release date in mind, and I should be working towards that. I mean, I am working towards it. I don't know if the denim fits, so. Of course, I could have videos where I am working feverishly towards my release date. Everybody does that. And I suppose I shouldn't have told you about my fabrics and shown you what I'm making, because it should all be a surprise, right? Well, oops. And we can try that in the future when we actually have people who care. But we have to start somewhere, right? Okay. I was looking for a song that I haven't... Wow! It's falling over. Looking for a song that I haven't done before, and I started messing around with all these half songs that are half written. I thought, well, I didn't really think that's what I want to do. Yeah, so I think I've done this one before, but I don't think I've done it in a while. This was actually about a bar we never played at. Just went past it, and it was going down from Northwest Ohio to the Springfield, the big flea market, and on that road there was this bar, and it was full of pickup trucks that looked like, okay, pickup trucks makes it seem like they listen to country music. And I thought, we've been in that position before. and the song grew out of that. So it's called Pickup Trucks. Pickup trucks in the parking lot, jukebox cranking out classic rock and country. It It's not a very good sign when you're in a punk band that's playing here tonight. Your drummer is a kid with his hair dyed green. It's the weirdest thing these people have ever seen. Liquor behind the bar is real low end, and you don't think you'll be playing this place again, but it's a job. It's not a good job, but you're on the road. Just not a very big road and not a very big bar, not a very big town, but it's a place to play. You've got dues to pay, though you've paid enough already to own this whole town. They're quite entertained as you carry in amps and drums and cymbals and mics and stands. Squeeze them in the corner where you're supposed to play, right by the bathroom door that swings both ways, and the dartboard and the poster of a girl not wearing much, drinking beer and looking like it's all she's meant to do. Like this is all there is to life, hanging out with the brew. This will make you complete, this will make you new. But it's a job, it's not a good job, but you're on the road. Just not a very big road and not a very big bar and not a very big town, but it's a place to play. You've got dues to pay, though you paid enough already to own this whole town. The solo goes here, but we don't have one. Pickup trucks in the parking lot, jukebox playing all classic rock and country, and it really sucks, 'cause you're a punk band, a punk band, a punk band, yeah. But drinks are free, you can drink all you can hold. You can drink till you're happy, you can drink till you're old. You can drink till your set list looks like shit and you think you should open with some Travis Tritt. But it's a job, it's not a good job, but you're on the road. Just not a very big road and not a very big town and not a very big bar, but it's a place to play. You've got dues to pay, though you paid enough already to own this whole town. Oh, if only I could really play guitar. Thank you.